If you are a dog lover, you know this feeling isn't just about owning a pet. It's a profound psychological bond. But what does your love for dogs actually say about you? What does psychology tell us about the personality of the dog person? Today, we aren't just looking at cute puppies. We are diving into the human mind to understand the specific traits, emotional needs, and hidden strengths of people who share their lives with dogs. And if you've ever felt like your dog understands you better than most humans do, science says you might be right. Psychologists have long been fascinated by the dog person versus cat person debate. Studies using the Big Five personality traits often suggest that dog lovers tend to score higher in two specific areas: agreeableness and conscientiousness. If you love dogs, you are statistically more likely to be empathetic, cooperative, and compassionate. You value social harmony. But here is where it gets interesting for our introverted viewers. While general studies often link dog ownership to extroversion, there is a massive, often overlooked subgroup, the introverted dog lover. For the introvert, a dog is the perfect bridge to the outside world. Psychology tells us that introverts have a lower threshold for dopamine stimulation, meaning loud parties or small talk can feel exhausting. A dog provides companionship without the social battery drain. They offer presence without pressure. They listen without interrupting. If you are an introvert who loves dogs, your pet likely serves as a social lubricant. They make navigating the world easier, providing a safe, grounding anchor when you are out in public. You aren't just a dog owner. You are someone who deeply values loyalty and nonverbal connection. Let's talk about chemistry. Not the kind you learn in school, but the kind happening in your brain right now. When you look into your dog's eyes, your brain releases oxytocin. This is often called the love hormone. It's the exact same hormone released when a mother looks at her newborn baby. For people who love dogs, this chemical loop is a vital form of emotional regulation. In a world that often demands we mask our feelings or put on a brave face, your dog requires no performance. Psychologically, dog lovers often possess a high degree of emotional intelligence. You are attuned to subtle shifts in body language because you've spent years reading a creature that cannot speak. You are sensitive to energy. When you are anxious, your dog knows. And because you are a nurturer by nature, you likely find that taking care of them is the best way to take care of yourself. There is another psychological trait common among dog lovers: resilience. Dogs demand routine. They need to be walked, fed, and cared for, regardless of how you feel. On days when you might want to stay in bed and hide from the world, those brown eyes staring at you force you to get up. Psychologists call this behavioral activation. By caring for a dog, you are inadvertently engaging in one of the most effective therapies for low mood. If you love dogs, you likely possess a hidden grit, a willingness to put the needs of another living being above your own comfort. This isn't just responsibility, it's purpose. In a modern world that can feel isolating, knowing that you are the entire world to this one animal provides a psychological anchor that keeps you grounded. So what is the final verdict on the psychology of people who love dogs? It's easy to think of yourself as just a dog owner, but the truth is much deeper. Your attachment to your dog shows that you have an immense capacity for trust. In a cynical world, you have chosen to keep your heart open to a creature that will never be able to speak a word to you, yet understands you completely. Loving a dog means you value authenticity. You don't need complex words or social status to feel connected. You just need a heartbeat next to yours. If you struggle with social anxiety, or if you feel like you don't quite fit in with the crowd, remember this. The ability to bond with a different species is a sign of high empathy and emotional depth. You aren't too quiet or too sensitive. You are simply fluent in the language of unconditional love. And that is something to be incredibly proud of. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What's the one thing your dog does that makes you feel understood? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the human mind. See you next time.